what's up? Your girl, Yessie Ortiz. This is E's Platinum Life Recap, and today's guest is Crystal Smith.
Hi.
She is here, everyone. I'm really excited to meet you because out of all the women, I think your husband is probably, well, kidding. Miguel is actually all of the women. Yeah. Or extended, the husbands and boyfriends or fiancés or whatever, your partners are all extended family members of Power 106. So we're really excited to have you here too.
Well, I'm so excited to be here and thank you so much.
Yeah.
I hope it's painless.
It is. It's totally painless. This is a full recap. You're going to get a weekly recap every week, and you're this week's guest. Before we jump into it, like, what did Neo say? How did he react when you told him, like, babe, I'm going to do this show?
He was nervous because of the way I used to be, but also very confident in my ability to show my maturity and my growth. So he was happy at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, when you say how you used to be, in the first episode, girl, you call yourself, like, I come from the gutter, like, I am the truth giver.
Well, that's the truth. It's like, you can still be blunt and tell the truth without having to be mean. And I think a lot of people, they get that mixed up and they take it for being rude instead of being honest, and that's pretty much what I am. I like to be honest.
So he was more afraid then of, like, how honest you were gonna be.
Yes. I've been known to not have a censor on my mouth, and now I have children, so I can't really be like that anymore.
Right.
And so I'm proud of my growth.
Okay, girl, I like that. And that's what I've been noticing a lot about all you cast members, is that there's a way of approaching things, right?
Right.
So jumping into last week's episode, it was titled The Pressure Cooker, and I really feel like the entire show so far has been a little bit of pressure on how you, like, walk around things. You and Asia have clearly had,
our differences.
Your differences. Yeah, I like that. You use your differences versus, like, we've had beef. And how you've been able to handle that. And, there is a clear, strong friendship between you and Lamaya.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's a clear, strong friendship between Miss Jackson and Asia. So we left the scene of the third episode, the episode with Lamaya and Miss Jackson, in a little bit of a, like, there was a tension, right?
Right.
Crystal, you kind of, Miss Jackson kind of, like, was calling her out. How do you think that what happened at that dinner? Like, how long was it until Miss Jackson actually told Lamaya, like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, how long was it happening for?
You have to fit a whole evening in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So it had been some time, and, I don't think that Lamaya was being rude. I think that everyone has those nights where they're off or whatever, but I also feel like if you're going to have a conversation, let's have a conversation, and let's not come into it yelling. And so I feel that she could have handled it differently because off camera, she didn't want to have a conversation.
Okay.
So
similar to how you handled Asia, you would have, like, hoped that that's how this situation was.
Like, I would have hoped that she would have learned something from our mistake.
Yeah. And I know it's like, you watch a lot of things develop on the show, and is that when you realize what was said about you, or do you kind of already...
Well, if you've noticed in the show, like, I'm not always around because you feel things, and, the thing that I felt was actually true. Actually, now that I get to see the tapes, and at first it bothered me, but then I realized, like, these women aren't a part of my everyday life or my world, so they don't stop or hinder anything that I have going on. So I can't get upset at the way that they may feel or view me because I have other things that's more important than getting involved in he say, she say, and drama.
That's very mature. Like, you don't see that a lot in reality shows. And I've been bringing that a lot, that you don't really see that a lot. And that's one specific thing that I'm sure you told Neo at the very beginning, like, look, this is how we're going to handle things, right?
Well, I went into it with a positive mind and wanting to show something different to the world. And you're put in situations where you may not always be able to be calm about things, but I like to be able to try and fix things in the right way. So I would hope that I show people that even if you have differences or arguments, that you can handle it like an adult.
Yeah. And you know what? As women, we can tend to be catty sometimes,
Yes.
and I really enjoy how you guys continue to work through things. Hopefully, we see more of that throughout the season.
Yes.
And okay. So speaking on topics of insecurities, right? Lamaya opened up literally about her insecurities, and actually, you have too. Talked about the social media comments and how you were in a very dark place. How are you now?
I'm great. Like with this new pregnancy, the reception has been so amazing. I feel that my story has touched some people and they get to see a different side of me and not just pictures that are posted on social media. So I'm really happy with the way that everyone has received, the new news. And I'm a lot stronger.
Yeah.
I'm a lot stronger to where comments don't bother me anymore. Like I've grown from that, and it taught me a lesson that I don't know these people. I don't know them, so I can't let them affect my emotions, period.
Yeah, that's one thing that social media could be really mean.
Yes.
Really, really evil. There's the harsh comments. It's like a baby. Let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate the baby and remember that there is a life being brought out here.
Right.
So it got a little. We talked about how intense it got with Miss Jackson and Lamaya and the advice you give her. What about advice that you give her for like her insecurities and have her back? Because I think she's somewhat a little bit newer to the backlash of social media. Like, what kind of advice do you give her? Like, how do you encourage her to get through all of that and any body issues that she might have?
Well, her body is amazing, so
right?
I don't know why she would have to have any insecurities about that. But I would just say, just stay strong. Don't let anyone affect you because you know who you are at the end of the day.
That's true. That's very true. I also really enjoy how you said, "Look, I'm more than just Neo's wife." Right? You started cooking to help you with your work through all these things about your social media and the reaction about that. And now you met the CEO of Gobble.
Yes.
Girl, that's so big.
So nervous about meeting with Ushma from Gobble because I want her to like me and I want her to want to do business with me. I'm not a big bragger, but I'm kind of dope.
You made this like lobster dish. I was like, okay. First of all, I don't even know how to cook lobster.
Well, it's actually not that hard.
Okay, well, I don't know, girl. It looks really difficult, and it looked really bomb.
Thank you.
So tell me about that meeting. Like,
the meeting was so scary, but so exciting. It was like my first real opportunity to do something that was legitimate, and that meant something, and that the world would be able to see and be proud of. And now, I'm a nationally known name, and my product you can get anywhere in the U.S. and I'm
Crystal's
so happy.
Creations, right?
Yes, Crystal's Creations. It's a collaboration with Gobble, so you can get the Crystal's Creations kit. And
so what's in this kit? Like explain.
The kit will be revealed on Thursday.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm all ahead of myself. Okay.
So you have to tune in to watch, but Thursday you'll find out what it is that we'll be sharing with you guys.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's this glow about you.
Because it's like I'm at a place in my life where everything may not be where I want it to be, but it's definitely going there. Mm-hmm. And I don't focus on the negativity anymore. And once I did that, it was like all the gates just opened up for me. And I'm just going to stay on that path.
Okay, so we're going to see more of, obviously, the path of Gobble and your partnership with that.
Yes.
Will we see, we haven't seen Neo on the episode yet.
No, I kind of kept him away from all the drama.
Okay, you've got enough limelight.
Yeah, he has so much going on right now that he doesn't need any of it,
What about your babies?
My son
son
makes a few appearances on the show. Mm-hmm. I was very nervous about how involved I wanted him, but it was just enough. It was just enough.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be careful of that because this
stays
to
keep
forever.
him protected.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. So you never know who's watching.
Exactly.
But we will be watching for sure, and it's a new time now on Thursday night.
Thursdays at 10 o'clock.
Yes, on E. It's the Platinum Live, and be back here for your weekly recaps on Power 106.